Welcome back to Newbury. We're live this evening from the Crucible Sports and Social Club, and we're on to quarter-final 4 of this Taom Shootout Pool Series, and I think we've saved the best to last. On the way next, a real heavyweight showdown. These two have met twice in this Taom Shootout Series, both in the final. Now they meet for a place in the semis. Introducing then, first of all, a former World Championship runner-up, twice a beaten finalist, and he has revenge on his mind. He is the bouncer, Simon Fitzsimmons. And his opponent needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He has absolutely dominated this series, winning the first 3, and then again last month in Manchester. He fancied it again today. He is dominant. He is the Welsh Wizard. He's Jordan Shepherd.
Here we go then. Be looking forward to this one. Could be a final. It's a quarter-final. Look at the draw. Random draw made at the start of play today. That draw made in the last 16 you see on the left, and the draw sheet filled out. And that's what we're left with. Simon Fitzsimmons against Jordan Shepherd for the right to play Craig Lakin in the semi-finals. We'll roll straight into the semi-finals, by the way, so don't go anywhere. George Riley alongside Dan Davey. Simon Webb with us as well. He'll be popping in to do a bit of commentary in the semis. Donna Evans, our referee.
Si Fitzsimmons the break, and what a break he has. One of the biggest in the game. Look at that. Look at that. I don't think anything's gone down.
No, we're lucky.
How, I do not know. Look at this. And that's slow motion. It's a brilliant shot from Jordan Shepherd. Like all good players, just attacks his bad balls early. Anything that's a problem, he'll get into them as early as possible. Exactly what he's done there. He's got a bit of rise. Gonna have to probably gonna have to play a plant here. The plant's not going to be that difficult. It's just where these other reds go afterwards. He doesn't like it. I think we're going to see him pop this red and screw off of the black, almost. See now. Well, he's executed the shot really well. It's just that the black's gone safe. So, still sort of digging himself a bit of a hole there, but it's kind of what Jordan Shepherd specialises in, really. The amount of times you'll be playing him and think you've got a chance of getting back to the table, and he finds something from somewhere. Horrible to play against.
Yeah. I can't imagine any scenario where I would find myself playing against him at my level, but
an exhibition.
I'll take your point. That's unlucky.
You can cut this in the middle. It's very tough.
I'm not
it's
sure
very
he can.
tough. You can cut this in the middle. Ridiculous.
He can cut that in the middle, you know.
It's ridiculous.
He turns up, Jordan, at these events expecting that he's going to win, expecting that he's going to go all the way and win it.
Yeah, and it's just another type of pressure to deal with, isn't it? The expectancy of being the favourite for this event, and he just seems to handle it so well. I mean, Simon Fitzsimmons is a top player. He's not someone that's done all right in this shootout. He's a World Championship finalist, and you know, Jordan just doesn't seem to treat. He doesn't seem to treat anybody differently, if you know what I mean. He doesn't really give his fellow players much respect on the table, if you know what I mean. He's a great guy, really popular guy off the table, but I like that about him. He's got a real ruthless streak in him. He doesn't.
Well, he's powering through this one, already waiting to find out who will be playing the winner of this. Here's the winner of quarter-final 3, Craig Lakin, and he's with Simon.
Craig, great performance to turn that last match round and get the win.
Yes, very happy. The slow start, managed to get back into Taom, and I showed emotion at Taom. I'm one of them players. I'm not an emotional player. I never give it. I said to someone outside, I goes, it's been 10 years since I've come like that. Just shows you that the will to win and the emotional that's going through you when you're playing.
Yeah, I was going to pick you up on that one because I've not seen you do that before. Obviously, shows how much this really means to you.
Exactly. I love the event. I absolutely love the event, and it's hard to win. It's really hard. I've not been playing a lot, so to win means even more. But yeah, like to get the result is great. It just shows the emotion I'm showing. I'm not an emotional player at all.
See, there's a lot of people who say that this event is really well suited to you. You've been at every single one. Your record in the event hasn't been brilliant. Maybe tonight's the night.
I completely agree, and when the event was made up I thought it'd be an event for me, and over the year I've not played a lot, so I've not really performed, but the last couple of events I've practiced for, and this event I haven't, but I'm just dragging along, but I love the event. Do you know what I mean? It's a great event.
So into the semi-finals now, where you're going to play either or Simon or Jordan. It's going to be a toughie, but you must be feeling you've got the game to go all the way.
Of course, yeah. After the last match, when going 2-0 down or 2-1 down or something, dug in well, got the win. I'm up for it, well up for it, more than I've been up for it. So fingers crossed, the luck goes my way and I get through the match. It's going to be a tough match either way. They're both great players, both great to watch. So fingers crossed it goes my way.
All the best for that match.
Thank you. Cheers.
Craig Lakin with Simon. He'll be playing the winner of this one.
Yeah, I think Jordan's just losing the cue ball a little bit here, but he's, like he always does, seems to be finding a way to clear them up. His single ball potting is so good. That's an incredible shot.
That's unbelievable.
I think he was playing it into the corner pocket, but
Margin
of
error was none.
It's just a pleasure to commentate on. It really is.
Yeah, penny for them. Not great all you can do against this.
No, a breaking dish is really the order of the day, because you don't want to be going 3-0 down. These short races, match can soon get away from you. It's a massive break again, as per usual.
White's in though.
But the white's in. I think it was kicked in off as well. A bit harsh. I think he held it pretty well and then it was kicked in off, was it? No. No, it was just kicked in off.
Had to be.
He's heading towards the middle pocket there, but it's the last thing you want when you're 2-0 down against Shepley in this type of form. Quite sure what he's done there. Maybe a double to open that pocket up. He's playing it. Kill two birds with one stone here. He's
Lovely.
not open the pocket up, but if he can top this through, the yellow just above the black, might be able to play the yellow off of the red into the middle pocket. He's just going to
he could just miss it.
That, but he's missed it. He's took his eye off the bot. Luckily, it's hung over the pocket, so second prize. Feels so late in the day, but this is actually only Jordan Shepherd's second match. Still got 2 more to go if he wins this. That's a great shot from Simon, but
dangerously close.
He's chasing a bit.
Well controlled, but there's a fair amount of pool left in this.
What's going to happen after? I think he needs to go cushion first, then the plant, and that might leave the red over the left middle pocket afterwards.
Just to dislodge the yellow. That's what he played. Didn't get it right though, did he?
Caught them both at the same time. I think it's just going from bad to worse, really. So.
See Shepherd leap out of his seat.
Yeah, he's got his mannerisms. Loves to leap out of his seat when you've just made a mistake. Talking of mistakes, it's a rare one from Jordan there. It's just a real careless one. He's put the plant so thin. He's completely lost the cue ball. The yellow's come back out.
What does he play here? He's gone for the cut. Oh!
It's in the middle pocket, but it's not getting any easier. It's a great shot. It's a great shot, and he just keeps pulling the pots out when he runs out of position. That's what's so hurtful when you play him. Makes it look so effortless.
It's for 3-0. Of course it goes in. Already looking ominous. Yeah, I know that feeling.
Big break from Jordan the Black, going dangerously near the left middle pocket. Almost fallen in a flash. But it's dry.
Well, not one but 2 ricochets there.
Everything that can go wrong seems to be here for Simon.
And it's an awful feeling when you're 3-0 down, knowing that any mistake subsequently you're going to make is going to cost you a frame when you can only afford to lose one more.
Yeah, and every nudge, every flick, every cannon seems to come out awkward. When Jordan does dry break, he never seems to come to the table with a really easy finish when you're 3-0 down. He's not played the red in the middle, has he? Wow! That's a contender for shot of the day. What a shot that is. Back against the wall, he needs to produce something special. Can he finish his frame off? He's still a long way from being out of the woods in this one. He can play this off the yellow, you know. I'm sure he can play this off the yellow.
Wonderful shot. What does he do with this then? He has played it off the yellow and he's potted it, but
he's got no gap. Wow, for my next trick.
Yeah, all that, and suddenly he's going to be odds against to win the frame.
He's a huge second favourite to win this frame.
And he's missed it completely. And these are going to disappear quite quick.
Yeah, he's got one bad ball. He's going to get that out with his first shot.
Well, in 45 seconds time, this will be 4-0.
Yeah, the clearance couldn't be much easier. How do you stop him? How do you stop Jordan Shepherd? When he's great, he's unplayable. When he's struggling, he still seems to find the finish. He still seems to pull it out from somewhere. And I think he's kind of getting that aura about him now where even the very best players seem to make mistakes against him that they wouldn't normally make. He's even running out of position here, but you know he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be absolutely fine.
Bottom right hand side, come back up the table.
Seen a few of these missed today, none of them by Jordan Shepherd.
This should have been far easier than it is, but
doesn't matter, he won't miss. 4-0. One more required from yet another semi-final place.
As always with Jordan, you know exactly what the score is when you look at his face. A massive grin on his face, bouncing along to the music, loving life. Massive break from Simon, he's made a red. He needs to play no miss pull from here, and he needs to hope that Jordan comes up dry on a couple of his breaks. Probably needs Jordan to miss something as well. Basically he needs a miracle.
And a miracle that happens in 12.5 minutes. Well, Miss free pool is what he needed, and he's made a miss already.
Yeah, and these reds are far from easy for Jordan, but I think he's never more likely to clear these up, or to find a way to clear these up, than when he's 4-0 up and cruising in a match. I expect him to get these, and these are tough.
That's a bit loose.
It's just about got away with that.
Yes, and actually where those two, you would say, difficult reds are, has actually helped him with that, because he can just roll it in.
Yeah, if anything, he's in perfect position. There's a brand new table, lovely looking table. It's a brand new table, brand new cloth. They tend to play a little bit more generous, so these balls down the cushion a little bit easier than they normally would be.
Well, this has been a masterclass from the defending champion. Simon Fitzsimmons is one of the best players around, and he has been blown away 5-0 by the Welsh Wizard. Jordan Shepherd marches on. He will play Craig Lakin in yet another semi-final, a repeat of the last 4 clash between the two in Manchester. Up next, so semi-final 1, John McAllister and Martin McIntosh, and that's coming right up.